All right, this is Daniel Effenite here with Mike Lisakowski, and we're here at the Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade. As you can see, we're on the scene here at Newcastle, and we've got over 50 participants here, and we're looking forward to hearing from each and every one and seeing what they have.
Indeed, you will be a part of this event as well. All you have to do is follow the Hoyt's Facebook page. There you will be able to vote for your favorite of the 50 floats entered in this unique shoebox parade. The float with the most Facebook likes by November 28th at 4 p.m. will receive $500 for their organization or donate to the charity of their choice. We want to thank the first annual Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade sponsors, Pizza Joe's, Clafters Incorporated, Northship Information Technology, and the parade is brought to you by New Visions for Lawrence County and Arts and Education at the Hoyt.
Well, Mike, I'm certainly excited to see these floats go by. Now, the rules are, from my understanding, is that you had to have the size of a shoebox to enter in. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first float here, and that is
Pizzasaurus. Exactly right, Dan, the Grand Marshal of the first Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade. Pizza Joe's mascot, Pizzasaurus, is helping to celebrate Pizza Joe's 40th anniversary. So in honor of the many years that Pizza Joe's has served our community with both yummy dinners and their endless support of local charities, schools, and organizations, Pizzasaurus is the perfect way to start out this Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade as Grand Marshal.
You know, some people thought that the Pizzasaurus was actually a make-believe thing. And so now it's great to see him out here meeting and greeting the kids and showing that he's real. Looks like he's brought some pizzas for everybody, too.
But you have to believe in Pizzasaurus to make him real.
That goes without saying, I think. Yes.
One of the co-presenters of this year's parade, Arts and Education at the Hoyt, a regional arts center offering rotating exhibitions of artwork, classes for kids and adults, after-school programs, concerts, festivals, and more in 2 historic mansions located on Newcastle's North Hill. Join them in furthering their mission to enrich the lives of the community through participation in the arts.
As you see here, we have an elderly gentleman painting a Christmas tree that he's seeing. It looks like a painter of some sort, but the thing looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like it's all made out of clay with the exception of the individual there, but you know, it looks like he's spending the holidays right by himself doing what he loves.
Indeed, Hoyt for the Holidays is the title of that float, and very appropriately so. Next, we see the other organization responsible for bringing you the Shoebox Parade, and that is New Visions for Lawrence County. This time of year, the group would normally be presenting the Hometown Holidays activities in the downtown Newcastle area, including the ice rink and the annual Light Up Night Parade. Since those activities weren't possible this year, New Visions is excited to bring you this novel concept in Lawrence County's first Shoebox Parade.
You know, you really got to appreciate what the New Visions does here in the city and all across Lawrence County, and you see the district attorney and the police force that they really came together and put together a great thing for the ice skating rink. So you really have to appreciate what they do.
You might say New Visions is thinking outside the shoebox.
That's oh.
Now here's everyone's favorite part of the holidays, the cookies. This float was baked by Cookies by Homespun. Not only does Cookies by Homespun make cookies for all occasions and holidays, but also cookies for your 4-legged friends too. And if they win the People's Choice Contest, they will donate the prize money to First Presbyterian Church of Newcastle.
You know what, Mike, I just got a puppy, and they eat cookies, they eat walls, shoes, they love it all. I haven't seen anything the puppy hasn't chewed yet so far.
And appropriately, a puppy on the float provided by Cookies by Homespun Fun. Get ready for the holiday season with Evangel Community Church. Located on Harlansburg Road, they've been serving our community since 1952. Merry Christmas to all from the members of Evangel Community Church.
They've got some interesting pieces on there. Looks to be a porcupine covered in snow. Is that what that is? And Fido, a snowman. and then some Christmas trees. Good stuff there. Well put together. Covered in felt.
Our next float invites you to take a hike through the great outdoors with the Wampum chapter of the North Country Trail. This group of volunteers develops and maintains our county's portion of the 5,000-mile-long North Country hiking trail.
I personally have a patch from the North Country Trail for doing 100 miles. I can tell you Wampum's chapter keeps it extremely clean. I actually know this person personally, and they're doing a great job over there. So good on you. If you're out there and you like to hike, now's the time to start.
And any time of the year is a great time for a hike. Even the Grinch loves a parade, just like this Shoebox parade. Brought to you by Chenango High School, home of the Wildcats. This Grinch float, if chosen as the Facebook People's Choice Contest Award winner, will provide funds to the Chenango Community Education Foundation, and I happen to be a proud former Chenango Wildcat fan.
Well, slay it ain't so. These people are being more than generous, and remember this holiday season, don't be elfish.
Our next float comes to us courtesy of Spokane Orthodontics. Show off your pearly whites with Dr. Spokane and his staff at Spokane Orthodontics. If this float is chosen as the People's Choice Contest Award winner, a donation will be made from Spokane Orthodontics to Arts and Education at the Hoyt.
And always remember, when you're at the dentist office, make sure to use Santa-tizer.
Well said. And what better float to follow cookies than Spokane Orthodontics, am I right?
Yeah.
The music you hear comes to us from First Presbyterian Church. This musical shoebox float invites you to celebrate the reason for the season. First Presbyterian Church, located in downtown Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
That's some great music they're playing on that little speaker there. I wonder if they could have got it any louder.
Sounds of the season here at the Shoebox Parade. Our next float comes to us courtesy of the Civil Air Patrol. This float is flying high, as the Lawrence County chapter of the Civil Air Patrol is a volunteer organization for teens focusing on aerospace education, emergency services, cadet programs, and community service. And if ever there was a year to thank first responders and all those responsible for our safety, it's 2020.
You know, if I was in the back of that plane, I'd be holding on for dear life.
Ah, D-E-E-R. Well done, well done.
Santa's not pulling that sleigh.
Just one of many floats in our Shoebox Parade from our local scout groups. This one was created by local girls troop of the Boy Scouts of America, BSA, troop number 6743.
You know, the Scouts of America teach people very high elf esteem.
Very well played. It is a punny night in our replica downtown Newcastle, and we continue to thank our sponsors of this year's Shoebox Parade: Pizza Joe's, Clafters Incorporated, and Northship Information Technologies. Our next float comes to us from the Youth Services Department of the Newcastle Public Library. The library invites you to snuggle up with a book this holiday season. Check them out for your holiday favorites or school from home enrichment activities, the Newcastle Public Library Youth Department.
You know, I don't even read books. I'm elf-taught.
Oh, yes you are. I'm believing that.
You know, it's the most wonderful time of year.
I'm told. Our next float in the Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade comes to us from Oak Point Christian Center Youth Group. Celebrate the season with Oak Point Christian Center. The youth group created this float, and look at the colors and festive cheer on this float.
That's a good little two stockings hung by a fireplace covered in hay, I believe. Really good detail on that one.
And a great message at the top, let him in.
Let him in.
A perfect message for this time of the year. Once again, you can vote on the Hoyt's Facebook page for your favorite float. And the float with the most likes by November 28th at 4 p.m. will receive $500 for their organization or donate it to the charity of their choice. Next up, the Children's Advocacy Center provides prevention and intervention services for at-risk youth in our community. The Children's Advocacy Center float makes its way down the replica Newcastle streets and has its own set of lights.
You know, they're really doing wonderful things for the kids in the community. So there's not much to say for them other than thank you.
Thank you, and indeed a bright light of this community and a bright light here in our Shoebox Parade. Since 1987, the Newcastle Regional Ballet has presented the Nutcracker to our community. Although not in person this season, the show must go on. So be on the lookout for their free online performance this holiday season. The Newcastle Regional Ballet, just like us here at the Hometown Holidays Parade, continuing traditions through a pandemic year.
You know, they say that the Nutcracker is really about a rebel without a clause.
Ah, very nicely put. Our next float motoring downtown is from our Distinguished Young Women of Lawrence County group. Congratulations to 2020's Distinguished Young Woman winner of the competition, Zoe Ondeko.
Congratulations, but clearly the man in the vehicle is driving backwards right now. So I'm not sure if she's going to be safe in that vehicle.
That is a tremendous float. They weren't aware of which direction the traffic flow would go for this inaugural parade, but still a wonderful float, and we thank them for participating.
Congratulations, Zoe.
Next up, our float from the Cray Youth and Family Services. Cray has been working to make life better for kids since 1984. Cray offers a variety of programs that aim to strengthen kids and their families in our community.
I see their stockings are hung by crayons next to the Christmas tree. That's a very old tradition. I believe is that Festivus? Is that?
We'll have to check with the poll.
We'll have to check.
Our next float comes to us from Markatuli Veterinary Clinic, located on Wilmington Road in Nashanic Township. Dr. Alice Markatuli will treat all your furry friends, and a big furry friend is riding on that float through the streets of replica Newcastle.
As you can see, the vet also enlarges your pets as well to make them bigger than the humans.
That is one big dog on that float, and we appreciate the Markatuli Veterinary Clinic for participating. Our next float is from the Lawrence County Recovery Coalition. Established in 2013, they strive to bring awareness, break the stigma, and educate the community about addiction. The Lawrence County Recovery Center.
And it's really great they depicted a family here, because that's what I believe they're really all about. Getting people back intertwined with their families.
And we hope your family is enjoying watching this inaugural parade of shoebox capacity here in Newcastle as we come to you from the Hoyt Arts Center. Our next float comes to us from Oneness of Lawrence County. Oneness of Lawrence County was founded by community members in response to tragic events over the past few years. Their annual event promotes harmony, unity, kindness, and peace throughout Lawrence County.
So they've got their balloon out this year, and we're really looking forward to that traditional balloon they have every year where they have the guys carrying it. So it's really good to see that.
A little shoebox representation of Macy's Day coming through the streets of replica Newcastle. Our next float comes to us from Blueprint Communities Council Playground Program. Blueprint Communities is a group of local leaders working together to build a strong foundation for development in the city of Newcastle through initiatives like their new playground program with the city's Parks and Recreation Department.
You know, you have to wonder what those nutcrackers there, what they're planning on doing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they would do a swing set very well, but I like the playground idea, if not for those two fellas.
Looks like they're building a castle of some sort.
Would that be a new castle? First Student provided our next float in the Shoebox Parade. First Student brings Santa's Workshop to life in this Shoebox float as the leading school transportation provider. First Student strives to provide the best start and the best finish to every school day.
Looks like they're making snow angels on the top of that as Santa cheers them on.
And the best part of the Shoebox Parade, perfect weather here at the Hoyt Institute. One of the sponsors of the Shoebox Parade, Clatts Incorporated, has been a family-owned and operated company in Newcastle since 1897. We thank them for their sponsorship of the first Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade and for participating with this unique float.
Clafters,
Easy for you to say.
Yes, Clafters has been in the community for a long time. A lot of people don't know where that place is, actually. So if you travel on State Road, you can find it there.
They've been in the same location for a very, very long time, and we're proud to have them as a part of the community and as a sponsor of our inaugural Shoebox Parade. Take a step back in time and celebrate a Victorian Christmas with Lawrence County Partners for Preservation. LCPP is committed to educating and assisting the community in the preservation and promotion of the history, architecture, and economic prosperity of Lawrence County.
Typically, when they want to tear down a building, these are the people that have the final say.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. Another Scout troop participating in our Shoebox Parade, the Newcastle Girl Scout Troop 16472, takes a patriotic twist to their float. Troop 16472 is a multi-level group serving girls in kindergarten through grade 12.
This float certainly deserves a round of Santa Claus.
A little slice of 4th of July here in the holiday season, thanks to Girl Scout Troop 16472. Our next float comes from the Women of the Moose, Local Chapter 8. Sing the sounds of the season with our local chapter of Women of the Moose, part of the Order of the Moose number 51. The Women of the Moose provide social, educational service, and other services to local members and their families.
And their float is very appropriate. It is a moose in the woods, apparently around some trees.
Good thing there's just one, or else it would be meese.
Yes.
Once again, thanks to our parade sponsors, Pizza Joe's, Clafters Incorporated, and Northship Information Technology.
You slay me.
Visit Lawrence County provides our next Shoebox float. From exploring the great outdoors to sampling the local cuisine, Visit Lawrence County wants you to know that there is something for everyone right here at home.
And as you can see, they've depicted all of the Lawrence County favorite things: whitewater rafting, greasy hot dogs, and people enjoying time with friends.
Boy, chili sauce in Newcastle is an art form, isn't it?
It absolutely is. It's one thing we're very famous for, and I absolutely love them.
Experience the joy of Christmas morning with Sense of Connections Float. A local nonprofit organization, Sense of Connection strives to serve communities with children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and other sensory-related diagnoses by providing education, inclusion, and sensory equipment.
Looks like someone snuck down to get the gifts early this year.
That's what I plan to do on Christmas morning myself, actually.
That's good, you get gifts.
Could be cold, but I'll be down there early to find out. The students of the Skills USA honor our nation's veterans with this float. Featured on the float are members of the group from Lawrence County Career and Technical College that focuses on enriching students with workplace, personal, and technical skills.
Nice to see that they got dressed up for the event here. They all apparently appear to be very happy with each other, sharing gifts.
Those are some well-done cutouts. I hope they each get their own back after the parade. No one's ever made a cutout of me. How about you, Dan?
I think so, but I don't know.
I'm
maybe a voodoo doll.
I'm happy no one's done a
made
cutout
it
of me because it would probably have more personality.
Yeah.
The Newcastle Public Library inspires a lifelong love of learning with their float depicting the much-loved story, The Polar Express. The library continues to serve the educational, recreational, and informational needs of the community.
You know, a lot of people don't know all of the things that you can do at the library, such as free internet. They have CDs you can rent. You can now rent DVDs over there. Yeah, great experience at the library. If you're looking for a book, I would give you a strong recommendation to try there first.
And don't forget the used book sale going on downstairs.
Oh.
Each holiday season, the dancers from Jennifer Lee's dance their way through the streets of downtown Newcastle for the annual Hometown Holidays Parade. This year, they're dancing with us in spirit. They've titled their float Dancing Dreams, representing keeping the arts alive in our community. And if chosen for the People's Choice Award, Jennifer Lee's dance will donate the winnings to Habitat for Humanity.
And you have to appreciate how alive their float actually is. You know, they've done a very excellent job, and they do a very excellent job when they're actually dancing, and they practice very well. So it's good to see that.
And with the structural, with the construction, I should say, of that float, it's no surprise they'll be donating to Habitat for Humanity. A sponsor of today's parade, Northship Information Technology, is a technology solution provider serving small and mid-sized businesses in western Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, and northern West Virginia.
This North Ship, I've never seen Santa on a ship, have you?
No, but he seems to be sailing pretty well because the wind in here is not what you would expect to keep that boat moving. He's doing a terrific job as captain.
Yeah, I agree. So is our people pulling the sleigh, or the ship.
Thanks again to Northship Technology, sponsor of this inaugural Shoebox Parade. Next up, we have a series of floats from the students at Newcastle Christian Academy, an interdenominational Christian school for children in grades pre-K through grade 8.
Looks like grades 6 through 8 has made the covered bridge.
That's the grades 7 and 8. That's right. That's the senior group of the Newcastle Christian Academy with grades 7 and 8. And following that, the Newcastle Christian Academy grades 5 and 6 have produced the Country Church.
Excellent looking design here. Looks like there's a child snow sledding down into the church. Look out, everybody.
It'll be that time of year soon. NCAA has faithfully proclaimed the good news of Jesus Christ through excellent academic, artistic, and athletic instruction. And now we see the grade 4 float through the Shoebox Parade.
Looks like they're holding a tune better than I ever could.
Oh, much better than I could as well. With a current student population of over 170, NCCA has grown to include a 3- and 4-year-old pre-K and transitional kindergarten program. And now we see the float titled Glory to God in the Highest. That's the grade 3 presentation for our parade.
They're coloring inside the lines on this one. Excellent job, guys.
And finally, from the Newcastle Christian Academy, the 5th and final float from that private Christian school. It's titled Make a Joyful Noise Unto the Lord. And this was a project of the 2nd grade class at Newcastle Christian Academy.
Hey, Mike, have you played any instruments?
I have not, and everyone is thankful that I haven't.
Yeah.
Arts and Education at the Hoyt's Junior Board is a group of high school students working to share the love of arts with their peers. This year, the board is sponsoring a gingerbread house competition for teens and families. There will be cash prizes awarded, and families can enter in the gingerbread house competition. Groups or individual teens can enter the competition, and you must have your entry delivered to the Hoyt no later than 4 p.m. on November 28th.
As you can see, the Hoyt Junior Board has been escorted by Kim Collar-Jones. Those big hands do a lot of art around here, and we sure do appreciate everything she does for the kids.
Keep in mind, voting for the People's Choice Contest will occur at the Hoyt's Facebook page, and those votes have to be in just like the gingerbread houses on November 28th by 4 p.m. And it's on the Hoyt's Instagram page, where you can vote for the Family and Teens Gingerbread House Competition. Roy Rubin and his superstars provided the next float. take the stage with Roy Rubin and his superstars, a band for all occasions. Newcastle's own Roy Rubin performs a wide variety of music, including rock, country, polka, standards, bluegrass, and blues.
My grandparents absolutely loved the Roy Rubin and his superstars. I actually have his autograph somewhere on my wall.
Some photographs there and help you identify Roy, as he has been no stranger to this region for a long, long time, performing at stages all around the region. Great to have Roy Rubin and his superstars as part of our first Shoebox Parade. The enrichment students of the Nashanic Memorial School encourage everyone to enrich your life with kindness, because kindness makes Newcastle a great place to live.
So if you can see inside there, it looks like it's a school scene where everyone is wearing their face masks and the teacher appears to be nailed to the wall. Social distancing is definitely occurring in that room.
A great float by the Nashanic Memorial School enrichment students, replicating what they might see each and every day if school were in session at a normal time.
Oh, we lost the tree.
The Student Council of the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center share the joy of staying home for the holidays with loved ones. And staying home for the holidays, of course, one of the reasons that we're having the Shoebox Parade as part of Hometown Holidays in 2020.
That's right. We'd rather you stay home and stay healthy. It looks like we have a scene here of polar bears and an Arctic scene of sorts and a Christmas tree covered in snow.
A Newcastle icon, Pizza Joe, delivers goodies from pizza to donuts during the holiday season and beyond. A sponsor of this parade, Pizza Joe's has been supporting our community for 40 years. And it is true what they say, everyone goes to Pizza Joe's.
Really good to see him out today. You can see he's extremely nervous being here. Takes a lot of courage to get up there in that van and serve as many pizzas as he did for as long as he has, so good on him.
And that is a custom bobblehead of Pizza Joe himself, making his way down our replica Newcastle streets. Celebrate this season with the Girl Scouts. Troop number 52884 is made up of girls in grades 5 through 8. And Girl Scout Troop 52884 presents this Shoebox Float.
Well, I'd hate to step in the ring with that snowman. He looks tough.
That's more flavors of candy cane than I ever knew existed. Artists Randy Joe Lawson and Tommy Lynn Gennaro have teamed up to create this holiday-themed float.
Very well made. You can see it's a Christmas tree coming through the top of a building, placed on the top of a manger, and at the bottom looks to be carolers, maybe in ice, it looks like. Very nice foot.
Very unique, thanks to artists Randy Joe Lawson and Tommy Lynn Gennaro. Holy Spirit Academy invites us to remember the reason for the season, the birth of Jesus. The Holy Spirit Academy is a private Catholic school serving students in grades pre-K through 6th grade.
It looks like a picture of Mary and Joseph following the star.
And boy, the song Silver Bells just comes to mind with one quick glance at that float, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Here's another one from the Scouts. This time it's Boy Scout Troop 743, and they've created this float to celebrate all things American. This is our second patriotic-themed float in the Hometown Holidays Shoebox Parade.
Nothing like celebrating freedom on Christmas. I love all the symbols of freedom here. You can see they've got an American flag and a giant bald eagle. Your kids better look out there on the cardboard. It'll take you right away.
Our next float comes from Dawn Services, a family of organizations dedicated to assisting people with disabilities. Dawn Services provides home and community-based services, and Dawn Services wishes all of you a happy holiday season.
big fan of Dawn. They've been a huge contribution to the community. We sure are lucky to have them. You can see here they've depicted someone hanging up Christmas trees and celebrating Christmas. A great job on them.
Merry Christmas wishes from the Chenango HS Art Club. Furthering the love of visual arts, the students of the Chenango HS Art Club work with and in the school and community to spread their love of the arts.
I'll be looking forward to eating whatever's left over in that reindeer.
Yeah, Thanksgiving leftovers, that's a much better use for foil than what I'm going to do with mine, absolutely. The United Way has evolved from its roots as a fundraising organization to critical community impact organizations, mobilizing local partners including businesses, community leaders, and community residents to reduce poverty and expand opportunities for people to become self-sufficient. As resources become increasingly scarce and needs become greater, they are working to propel our community forward through powerful collective effort. Currently, they are spearheading a blanket drive with drop-off locations throughout the community.
You know, this is how I fight the rats in my house as well.
I've seen a couple about that big in my shed. Yeah, I can hear you on that. And of course, the hometown holidays parade wouldn't be complete, shoebox or not, without the arrival of Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus by fire truck. And making their way down the replica streets of Newcastle, Pennsylvania, officially ringing in the holiday season as usual, Mr. and Mrs. Claus. There you have it. Nothing stronger than the tradition of Santa Claus arriving on the streets of Newcastle.
Glad to see it here again. You know, we didn't think we were going to be able to see this, and it is just wonderful. You can see all the cardboard going wild. You know, they absolutely, you know, we're very happy to be here. Thank you to our parade sponsors, Pizza Joe's, Clafters Incorporated, Norship Information Technology. Tonight's parade is brought to you by New Visions for Lawrence County Arts and Education at the Hoyt.
And don't forget the People's Choice Contest. After you've watched tonight's parade, visit the Hoyt's Facebook page to vote for your favorite float. The float with the most likes by November 28th at 4 p.m. will receive $500 for their organization. And don't forget about the gingerbread competition. Deadline for entries for families and teens is November 28th. You can vote for the gingerbread houses at the Hoyt's Instagram page. And the hometown holiday shoebox parade is finally complete.